Good morning and welcome back to Elex. What was I doing last time? I do not remember. It's been a few days since I played this game. I do remember though that the man who is standing right next to me, and I'm not talking about her, is a man I have zero trust in. Let's get back to it and check our next objective. Where are we going? Okay. At any moment in time now, excuse you! I'm waiting of Kaya to tell me, stop! There's another deposit of Elex and we need to stop and go check it out! So stop whatever you're doing and let's go dig the hole in the mountains! You okay, girl? Ah! That kinda hurt. No, we're leaving. We're leaving. We're not staying. You can follow me.
Be careful.
I'll be okay. We've done some new upgrades. I have better weapons. I mean, I have upgraded. I modified my weapons now. They deal more damage. Now we can deal with trolls. We can deal with bigger monsters. And we can deal with that guy over there. Right in the dick.
Fight together.
I find it interesting that even these guys have ranged attacks. I didn't think that was the case. So annoying. Is he wearing a chastity belt? We're almost there. I can see our targets.
It's amazing that it's still here.
Who? I'm here to kill Albs. I don't know what you're talking about. Robots?
Look out!
This is going to be a very lucrative mission. I'm not a big fan of what's happening on my screen right now. Every time I kill one person, there's a counter. Language, girl. She doesn't know where to shoot. You're doing great. You're making me proud. I have nothing more to say to you. You did your best. And I appreciate it. Even though your best was not enough. Oh my god, so much loot. You guys are supposed to be a recon team. You should have seen me coming. Or at least expect me. You're terrible at your jobs. Did you just shoot at me? Kaya, what the fuck was that? She legit shot at me. She shot me in the face. You guys saw it. You and I, we need to have a little chat, girl. Let's go back and turn it in.
I've got a bad feeling about this place.
Let's get some rest before... Where the hell is your bed?
We should go. It's dangerous here.
It's not Why do you say that? I have returned.
I have taken command of Origin.
Then you can see the value of my advice. That place makes an excellent base for you, doesn't it? The Free People are strong when they are well led. And now you have won that group over, perhaps others will follow. Good. Was there anything else to report?
Why do I even report to you? I don't want to.
I have recruited a powerful mage from amongst the Berserkers. Her name is Kaya.
Good. And were you able to win her over to our cause?
She wouldn't have come here otherwise.
So, this is her. Well, I hope the stories of her powers are true.
The Berserker mage Kaya will help us.
So, you are the powerful mage I have heard of.
Do you want a demonstration?
No. Jax's word is enough to vouch for you. We will need to call upon you when we face the Alexitors. Good. Do you have anything else to tell me?
The Ob force in northern Abessa has been defeated.
Good. That was vital. We could not afford a shift of power in Abessa. Good. Do you have anything else to tell me?
The converter in northern Abessa has been deactivated.
Well, that was faster than I expected. No doubt the Ice Palace will be considering their response. Good. Do you have anything else to tell me?
The Duke of Tavar's bomb was really a fighting machine. He developed it with a cleric prisoner with the aim of attacking.
I guess we
the horde
have
in
to
Igniton.
report all these things to make
Does that mean the danger
the
is
quest
now gone?
progress, the
Yes.
story progress.
Good. Then we have one less threat to worry about. You have done good work, Commander. You have assisted our cause greatly. But the hybrid must have realized by now that there is a new threat that he must consider. He used to be preoccupied by the mages in Edan.
Do you have any idea why he feared them?
I was hoping you could tell me, Jax. He tasked you with finding the pilgrim Thorold. Did you learn anything that could explain the hybrid's fear?
I didn't complete my mission. I was shot down before I could reach the pilgrim.
And it seems that the hybrid has not succeeded in completing this mission since then. He still hasn't found the pilgrim, even though he seems to feel that the Berserkers transmuting Elex is the biggest threat to Zakor.
If the hybrid is so dangerous, how did he end up in charge of the Alps?
He offered logical reason, leadership, and power, his ability to see the future. When our people left the clerics, it was to reject religion. The hybrid has filled the space left when we turned our backs on Kalan. Whatever the future holds, I am certain that Thorold is the key. His knowledge could mean victory or defeat in this war. I think that Thorold is seeking a way to change Elex without the need to take it to that shrine in Goliath.
And if he can achieve that, then the hybrid risks losing vast amounts of Elex.
Yes, and after all, the hybrid is demanding all the Elex in Magellan. Imagine the effect on him if the berserkers were to take huge quantities of it, turning it into mana before he can consume it.
The hybrid could never allow that.
It would destroy his plans, and it would empower the berserkers. While the Albs lose power, they would gain. It's easy to imagine what they would do with our people then. The Ice Palace would fall, and the Albs would be exterminated. We cannot allow that.
I don't like that statement. I do not agree.
I would take the risk.
Then you really have spent too much time among the free people. You are lost, Commander. You must find yourself again. You must finish your old mission and secure Thorold's knowledge. The fate of us all depends on it.
You keep saying it all depends on me. But what about you? Where is your support? What are you doing to stop the hybrid? If you want my help, you must prove your side of things to me. I want to see this force you're talking about.
As you wish. You should know who you are dealing with.
All remains of the creatures that once lived in the world. Elex brings strength to those with the will to tame. Makes a slave of all others. So, this is Salam's own. He has retained his power to he can force these creatures to do his will. Also, it's
That was a very awkward cutscene.
Ignadon. We must go to Ignadon.
You've sensed more Elex?
Yeah, we should go there. Now, as soon as possible.
Go where in Ignadon?
I'll find it when I'm close. I hope the differences between the Free Peoples won't mean we lose this war against the Alps. I've never met anyone like you before.
Is that a good thing?
You don't lie or exaggerate. You just do. You can always be relied on.
What, you mean I'm predictable? I should eliminate that. It will only assist my enemies.
I'm not talking about our enemies. I'm talking about us.
Are you hitting on me?
Then I find you predictable as well.
He knows how
You
to
mean
flirt.
You know me? That must feel strange. You were connected to the other Albs, then forced to be alone. Unconnected. I'm worried that might be why we get on so well, that you're just looking for something to replace that connection. But it feels like it's more than that. That you could have real emotions. Is that true? Please, tell me.
Yes, it's true.
Well, good. Then
It gets more awkward.
Let's take a look at the Elex deposit in Ignadon.
good. Good, thank you.
Did I get friend-zoned? Are there romance options in this game?
The crater. This is where the comet struck, where Elex first appeared on Magellan. The impact sent it high into the atmosphere and spread it across the world.
And today, the factions are gathering it back up.
Well, there's still enough here for us to examine. We should begin. That was great.
You liked it?
We know where we have to go. I'll follow you this time. It's somewhere up ahead of us. We're close now.
You are always following me. It's never the other way around. You know why? Because you're slow. Get on my face, slime dragon. At least this one was close by.
Here, it's here. Give me space and I'll see what I can find.
You always want space. Women. You don't mind if I collect these while you meditate, right? You're cool? Ooh, this one's noisy. Can you teach me how to do that? I've been an owl my whole life. I never figured out how to do this. If we ever date, I want you to share your secrets with me. I ran out of things to loot. Are you done?
It's easy.
What happened?
I think it's all right. It's all right. I'm back. I'm with you.
Were you able to feel anything this time?
Yes. The Elex is... It is more than just energy. It has purpose.
What are you talking about?
The Elex was meant to change us. Meant to change our planet. It didn't come here by accident.
Elex came here on the comet.
I know, but I can feel it. It has purpose. It almost has reason.
Is it alive?
You think it's alive?
I know. It sounds crazy, doesn't it? I'm still trying to understand it myself, but I'm sure that Elex was sent here to change things. Please don't disturb me. I need to focus.
I thought you were done. Are you gonna do the whole procedure again?
About the side effects of Elex.
Yeah?
Here, I have some mana for you.
Thank you.
Let's get this out of the way.
Sent here by who?
I don't know. I can only tell you what I sensed from the Elex. But whatever Elix's purpose is, it isn't over. The power it must have taken to make this. And now we all depend on it for magic, for technology, for power? The whole planet is dependent on it.
The Alps think Elex is the key to the next step in evolution.
I know. I always assumed it was about magic, or just an excuse for their belief that they were superior. But I think the Elex wants to change us. The question is, why?
Can you figure this out?
No, not yet anyway. Maybe with more study I can learn more.
But whatever purpose it has, the free people will be less able to resist it while they are divided into all these factions.
We should go on. I won't learn any more here.
Sounds like you've learned a lot. Question is, what does any of it mean? Do you think you could find out more from the Elex?
Not right now. Getting close to it, inside what it is projecting, it would be easy to get swept away. I've learned more than I imagined I would. I almost wish I hadn't. Knowing what I know now, it makes me feel powerless.
With all your magic?
Don't you see? Whatever Elex is, something must have created it. Whatever my powers are, they aren't close to that. Whatever powers I have that you have, we owe to Elex. Elex created us. And I don't know if it is serving us, or we are serving it. How can you not be afraid of that? Not bad.
You don't have to face it alone. Whatever this is, we can fight it. Together.
I can't decide that now. Thank you for your help. I know now that what I felt, what I have been feeling, was real. I just need some time to think what that means for us all. But whatever comes next, I know I couldn't have got here without you.
How are you?
Life is good. I like being here with you.
Aww. I wonder if we never gave her the mana, would she turn into an alb by, you know, during her researching process? Because that's an optional quest. Alright, let's take our constitution to 50. What else did I need to do? Wait. Hold on a second. Let me double check. So I just want to make sure. Ooh, more than just friends. I just need more constitution in order to wear my paladin outfit. And I don't think I have enough for that. Not yet, at least. Okay, we can meet Elex potentially. Oh, this is not a quest I can actually take. We can do the More Than Friends, though. I didn't expect that we were able to romance a character in this game. I thought, you know, everything was skin deep. Can you imagine flirting with Falk or Arx? Oh, good lord, no. Ugh. No new dialogue here either. I cannot do the flirty mission yet. I think she will come to us when the time is right. What are we doing now? I cannot click on patience. Do I have unfinished business with what's his face? Zardom? Where was Zardom? I gotta forget. Okay, we got that right.
Mutants, so that's your force.
Oh, there we go.
So, you see, I might not command my soldiers any longer, but I do have a force to be reckoned with. Now, you must play your part and discover the purpose of Thorald's research.
How did you get the mutants to follow you?
I retained control of them when I left Secor. As long as they get the Elex they crave, then they will follow the orders sent to their chips. I know where to find that Elex, and I know how to command. They will obey me when the day comes to fight.
Teach me how to control the mutants.
No, you have your job and I have mine. Focus on the task you have been given.
Funny how he never gives us much information about his plans.
What is it that you want, Zardom? Do you want to lead the Albs when the hybrid is defeated?
This is not just a war against the hybrid. The Alexiters are his disciples. Once the hybrid is gone, we must see what the Alexiters do.
And if they remain loyal to the hybrid?
Then they must pay the consequences for that decision.
So you want the Alexiters dead too?
If that is the only way to save our people.
And who will lead the Albs with the hybrid and the Alexiters gone?
We will only know that in good time. When we see who survives the war to come.
You are avoiding the question.
And you are wasting our time, Jax. What matters now is removing the hybrid. All other questions can be answered after that. Until you complete your tasks and the hybrid is defeated, what do such questions matter?
That is what we shall discover, Zardom. What should I do once I know Thorald's plans?
First, we shall have to learn them. Then we will see how we can use that knowledge against the hybrid. I want to know why the hybrid fears transmuted Elex.
What effect do you think it would have on him if he was to consume it?
I don't know. But we would have to get close to the hybrid to be able to make him do that.
Alrighty then. Confronting the Pilgrim, we can finally meet Thorald, the legendary. I still don't like, what's his face, Zardom. I feel the only reason he's doing that is because he wants to maintain power. He wants to get rid of the hybrid in order for him to stay up. No, 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 no. To stay in power as an alb and keep a steady flow of Elex coming his way, because if the hybrid consumes all, he won't have anything to take himself. I think that's his only goal, right? He doesn't like give a shit about the free people or helping the free people. He just wants he's just looking for an alliance for his own gain, and I do not support that. Maybe we need him, maybe we don't. We'll see.
Whatever you're looking for, you won't find it here. Please, leave immediately.
You don't know what I'm looking for.
Your search is none of my concern. Please leave.
I know about your plan to stop the hybrid.
My plan to stop the hybrid? What exactly do you think you know? And how did you get that information?
I can help you. I know my way around the Ice Palace. I can get you to the hybrid.
The only people who have been inside the Ice Palace are Albs. So, what are you? Separatist? A spy? Or a liar?
I am an Alb. Well, I was before the Elex cleared my system. It was my raider that was shot down in the mountains near Goliet. I was betrayed by my own people, and I want to know why.
So, you want my help to get revenge? That's not the best motive. I trust you. You get your revenge. And then what's to stop you taking Elex and turning back into an owl?
If you've gotten to the Ice Palace by that point, what do you care?
What's to say you aren't still serving the hybrid?
The fact you're still breathing.
Let's say you're speaking the truth. Tell me what the hybrid knows about my plans.
That you are researching the properties of Elex. That you're planning to transmute it into mana. That gives you power, and makes Elex both unusable by the hybrid and poisonous to Albs.
You've been told nothing that couldn't have been guessed at.
When my raider crashed, I was on a mission to find you to learn more. If the hybrid still wants that information, he'll send someone else to finish the mission, and to kill you.
I've dealt with several Albs that have tried.
And it's delayed you and your research each time. Whatever the hybrid is doing, he's close to succeeding. He has time on his side. You don't.
And? What do you want in return for helping me?
Whatever is happening in Zakor has to be why someone sabotaged my mission and had me set for execution. We both need to get into the Ice Palace.
Then you're out of luck. There's no way to get in unnoticed. You won't even make it up the ramp to the gates.
Not alone, but you have a plan to get in. Take me with you.
You've talked. You said nothing. Now do as I asked and leave.
I trained with the Alexiters. I know how they think. I know my way around the Ice Palace. Do you really think you can reach the hybrid without me?
I'm supposed to trust you with the future of Magalan? Based on a few words? No. If you want me to believe you can get me into the Ice Palace, then first you show me that you can get inside an Alb converter. If you want me to believe you will help me stop the hybrid, then you get inside each of those converters and you shut them down. When all 5 of those converters have stopped, then I will believe you.
I don't like this option.
You expect me to deactivate all 5 converters?
Those machines have fed the Albs for too long.
I was going to do it anyway. Apparently it's vital for, completing the main mission. One year before execution. That bonk! I already know about the converters. Why are you showing me this?
The less Elex the Albs have, the weaker they become, and the safer it is for the rest of our world. Will you help us?
I don't have a choice. I don't know you, friend, but so far, I trust you way more than I do Zardom.
You should hold only the Alexiters and the hybrid responsible for the converters.
So, all the other Albs are their victims too? They're controlled by the Alexiters? Well, we will see if that is true once the hybrid and the Alexiters are gone. Until then, they are the enemy.
What do you know about the Alexiters?
What we know, we've learned from prisoners. That means I know who you are, Commander Jax. We learned recently it was you who had crashed. I know too that your father Wardek didn't leave Zakor under orders. He fled to Abessa.
Really? My father is in Abessa. Can we calm down with the flashbacks, please? Where's my favorite Roomba? Show me my favorite Roomba. Come on. There it is. I wonder if the Roomba remains there once we assault the Ice Palace.
Wardek, I've received reports of problems with the production of Elex in Edan.
Yes, the converter there is inactive. It went offline hours ago.
A technical malfunction should have been repaired by now.
This is more than a malfunction.
What is the guy in the back
I think
doing?
the Berserkers have attacked the converter. I suspect it has been overrun.
The hybrid would have seen that.
Then speak to the hybrid, Parsec. I'm telling you what I know.
You don't speak to the hybrid unless you're summoned.
Then get yourself summoned. We need to know what's going on and why he has withdrawn. We cannot implement the will of the hybrid if he doesn't tell us what it is, or if we lose any more converters.
Are you questioning the hybrid? Whatever has happened to the converter must be his will. It is not our place to question his ways. It is our duty to serve his will. You and your sons.
We know our place, Parsec. We serve the hybrid.
It sounds like he too has enemies in the Ice Palace.
That makes no sense.
Wardek left without an escort. There are Alb forces searching for him. We've captured some of them. Wardek has joined the Separatists in Abessa. I see I know more about your own people than you do.
So he's chilling with Sestak?
If you know so much, then you can tell me who shot my raider down.
Until you told me different, I had assumed it was mechanical trouble. If we could shoot Alb raiders down, we'd do it more often. What I can tell you is it wasn't us. You might have been flying over Edan, but no Berserker caused your crash.
Then was it the Separatists?
Near Goliath? That's unlikely. From what you've told me, I'd say it was from your own people.
No Alb would dare. I was on a mission ordered directly by the hybrid.
Ha! Albs kill each other all the time. Fail a mission and you're executed. Run and you're shot in the back. Or in your case, Calyx came to have you executed. Yes, I had heard that too.
Calyx serves the hybrid. He was following the directive. Fail a mission and die.
And, had you failed? Certainly your raider crashed, but you were in Edan. Your mission had only just started. It sounds more like someone wanted it stopped.
No Alb can refuse an order from the hybrid.
Wardek has fled. Calyx was answering orders. If you ask me, you should be looking to the actions of Zardo.
Oh, he knows something.
If I am to help you reach the Ice Palace, I need help repairing an Alb raider.
An Alb raider would definitely be an asset. How badly damaged is it?
It won't fly right now, but if I had access to spares, I could get it to fly again.
Well, you won't find stockpiles of Alb spares around here. But there is an old industrial park
So many
not far
missions.
to the north of here. I've been there once before. In the old world, they had some sort of research lab there. I believe much cleric and Alb technology is based on what was developed there. Perhaps you could find a suitable component in those ruins.
Yet another one. Good lord.
The Albs aren't the only ones killing people. The free people kill Albs and they kill each other.
True, but we've made peace before. And we might find it again by coming together to fight the Albs. The fate of all the free people is linked. If Ulbricht launches his offensive against the Albs and the clerics fail, then the Albs will conquer Ignadon and take control of all the Elex there. That will damn us as sure as the Albs defeating us here. But that is your choice. You know the task you have been set. If you want my help, you must shut down those converters.
What are you going to do?
That is none of your business.
Wow.
You have your task, I have mine. Succeed in yours, and perhaps I will tell you more of my plans. Until then,
Trust must be earned.
I hope you are what you say you are. Come to me when you have something to report.
The converters you wanted destroyed. The converter in Ignodon is still operational. The Alps are still fueling their converter in East Core.
Then you know what you must do next. We have little to discuss until those converters are silent.
Do you really believe you can transmute all of the Elex on Magellan at once?
Removing Elex from this world is our best hope, but it is far from simple to achieve.
The converter in Ignodon,
Never mind. I will have it done. And I thought I was done with the converter thing. Let's get a new coil thingy. I will deal with the converters off camera. There's no need for us to do that right now. It's pretty boring. We've already seen the procedure, so
monument to the past.
nothing special there. It's getting a little dark around these parts, isn't it? Might have to light a flare if it gets any worse, because I can barely see anything. Good lord, it's very, very dark. Alright. A little better. The things I want are underground. Huh. Empty, so I've been here before. Are we looking for a hatch of some sort? Can I open this one? Clearly there's a whole passage down there.
We'd better hurry up and get out of here. And fast.
Girl, we're on a mission. I'm not going to abandon my mission because you think it's dangerous. Danger is my middle name. What? Another magnesium torch? I'm holding one. Okay, Kaya, you're up. Protect me. I'm very fragile. It'd be lovely if I could see. Oh my god, how many of you are there? Kaya, help me. Oh my god, we're still alive. Get out of here! There's one more somewhere. I cannot see anything though.
Let's do this.
Where? Did you... Oh, you killed it. Thank you, Kaya. Good job. Wow. You're not completely useless after all. She wants to date me. I do not date plebs, woman.
Right, this is it. They're using the satellite program as cover for something called Kalan. Whatever it is, it's way bigger than Infinite Skies is admitting.
What?
Military research, tax dodge, whatever it is, Kalan can bring this company down. But I'm going to have to get further in.
That is the
Dawkins
best
has
audio log
disappeared.
we found ever.
Dr. Charles Adam Dawkins. He was the chief architect of this whole plan, and then he goes and talks to the media. Now the truth's out. There's panic. That's only going to make it harder to get the job finished. He knows we can't save everyone, so what's the stupid bastard playing at?
So Kalan was the program that was going against Infinite Skies. And Infinite Skies were launching some sort of initiative for individuals who were smart and strong, and they had a good physique.
Something around here. Something very wrong.
The doctor banned me from his lab right before the breakthrough.
What did
I'm gonna
Kalan
call
stand for, though?
I know that will get me far worse if they find out, but Laurie is the only one I know who can find out what's going on. I believe in this project. Why are they hiding these results?
So wait, the Dawson guy was responsible for the Kalan project or the Infinite Skies project? In any case, this is getting spicy. We've never found any information. I mean, we've found scarce audio logs that didn't really explain too much all around the world while we were exploring.
Hey,
what?
Have you thought what you'll do when all of this is over?
No.
I can understand that. I've had to fight my entire life.
Kaya?
Always thinking about what's just in front of me. You can only survive on Magalan if you're strong enough. If you focus on the things that are dangerous to you.
Yes.
You have to choose your friends carefully. And not just for the sake of survival. It's your friends, your companions who make all this make sense. They make it worth fighting for.
So it seems for many people.
And believing in someone. That makes you wonder, what will you be once all this is over? Will you still remain as close?
I suppose that depends on the challenges that are to come.
Yeah, but it's not all about the challenges, is it?
Why? What else is there?
You understand. Just listen to your feelings.
Oh my god, why now, Kaya? Why now? This is not the time.
We are right here for each other. For the future.
I'm glad you see it that way.
Yes,
Listen, we should talk about it alone. Uninterrupted would be best.
Yes?
Yeah, we should.
Aren't we alone right now? We are in a basement. Just the two of us. Where are you taking me? Please, no. I was on a mission. What am I wearing? Did she take my clothes off? Girl, at least take me out to dinner first.
When we met, I thought... Well, I didn't know what to think of you. A chancer, someone else out for what they could get, but... here we are.
Yes. Here we are. What's so special about here?
It's not here, not physically here, it's... where we are. Two of us... our feelings?
Yes. We are closer than I thought we'd be.
Don't worry. You're not doing too badly for an alb. You'll get there.
This is the first time I see him smile. I'm pretty sure he's a virgin. Do albs have sex? I mean, there's gotta be a way to reproduce, right? Unless they, I don't know, depend on the hybrid for reproduction? Oh god, I'm in Origin again! And what the fuck am I wearing? Give me back my clothes, woman. Yeah. Which glasses was I wearing? Mix normal items. Oh, this one. Are you serious now? I have to travel back to the quest area.
You said the reactor coil needs replacing?
Yeah, that thing won't last more than 2 kilometers.
Then what do we do now? I need that Raider operational.
Yeah, but where are we supposed to get an X-48 reactor coil? The only place I can think of is a set of ruins in western Eden. There's an old research lab there. It's down in the basement, which is how it survived the fall. I've been there before, and there were a lot of bits of tech that our modern stuff is based on. Have a look at what you can find there. Chances are there could be a replacement reactor coil.
I think that's exactly where we were 5 minutes ago, and Kaya went ahead and teleported me into my bedroom.
Commander, my assessment is that this will assist your mission.
Yes, thanks, you four.
You four, you're the only one who understands me. Not Kaya, not Arx, not Falk. Nobody. Where the hell is Kaya anyway? Is she still in my bedroom? You little piece of garbage. You better not be pregnant. We just started dating. Oh my god, there she is. I can see her. Guys, put a door at the entrance. Why do I have to go all around to get inside my house? Oh.
You know that I love you, right?
Yes.
It's strange to say it, but an alb is the only person I know who can understand me. It's almost stranger than what we've learned about the Elex.
How are you?
Life is good. I like being here with you.
That escalated. Okay then, and now that's dealt with, let's change a companion, take someone else with us. Betrayal! I'm so done with Kaya like stealing me from my missions and taking me back home.
Follow me.
Let's go, crony. You're my best friend.
Initiating area scan. Detecting high levels of obsolescence.
Did every single monster I killed here respawn? Well, this thing is back. And now to remember how I managed to go underground. Oh, the good thing about Crony is that he comes with a
High
flashlight.
probability of an ambush. Recommend requesting reinforcements.
I wouldn't call it an ambush per se. It was just like a mutated dog, but okay if you say so. Use your light, Crony. Show me the way. Oh, finally I can see. See, this is why Crony is the best companion in the video game. Who is growling at me? This place is cool and it's different from any other place we've been so far, so I'm excited and I'm glad we found a new place for exploration. Also here, we found the best audio logs in the entire game. Well, I could use the door. Any audio logs here? What? Now that's cool. Boom.
Too easy. No, I'm not good enough for that.
Oh, come on. Remind me to plop another point in lockpicking next time we level up, because I always forget. So many things. Let's go, crony! Something tells me this area is not accessible unless you reach a certain point in the story. Why are you in here? This is a sealed area. How did these things get in here in the first place? Oh. Unless they mutated by the Elex present. That is a lot of Elex down here. Yeah, okay. Let's see. We have two samey numbers, so this has to be 7, 7 is bigger than 2 is bigger than 1. Okay, 7 is in there. 1 is also in there. But it cannot be 1 because we're looking for a bigger number. Let's see, let's do 6, 6, bigger than 3, smaller than 4. I'm stupid. I wasn't paying attention to the numbers. Oh, okay. We know 1 is in there, but it cannot be the first number we type in. Let's try 5, 5, bigger than... Oh, what was the other number? 2... Wait, 1 and... It cannot be 1 again. Oh, 5 is right! So 1 is smaller than... what was the other number?
I'm in.
Yeah! Again, it wasn't worth it, but it feels good when we solve these little puzzles from time to time. It makes me feel a little smarter than I am.
This could be useful.
Okay, reactor coil, get. I think we're done in here. One of these things was the lever that brought us here. Dawkins' memoir. Isn't that the guy responsible? Oh my god, glasses, come on. Wasn't he the responsible for the Infinite Skies? Dawkins? The problem was common. If the comet hit our world, all who were still on the planet were likely to perish. So only those that could leave it would be certain to survive. We lacked the capacity to lift all, but a very small number of people, and then only as far as orbit. So we would need to select those who would reach the skies. Those who were chosen would survive. In strict secrecy, suitable candidates were sought using an advertising campaign. With a weighting towards younger applicants, the clear requirement for the project was genetic superiority, the fit, healthy, intelligent. The PR people at Infinite Skies did a lot of work. Many different citizens applied and were put through a rigorous filtering process to find those best suited to continue our species. The catastrophe meant a process of natural selection that we could control. We could arise stronger from the Great Fall. We would reach a new level of evolution, and Kalan would take us there. Oh, wait a minute. So Kalan was having the same idea as Infinite Skies, but they were a rival company or something? Something tells me none of this worked. Infinite Skies failed. Kalan failed. Oh, there's more here. I was leading scientist working on the most important project in Magalan's history, but the work became meaningless. For there is no good chance that instead of success I would witness the extinction of our entire species. I was hired by Infinite Skies to join their new team exploring the opportunities in space travel. My specialism was the movement of deep space objects, far beyond anything we were capable of constructing, but I was given the job, and the pay was a convincing argument. Whilst others were exploring the technology involved in space travel, I worked on the detection of deep space objects. It was when we detected the comet. At first, it didn't fit any of our gravitational models. Instead of orbiting our sun, it was heading directly for us, but the board didn't want to hear about it. Bad news was not why they had created our division. We were supposed to sell dreams, not nightmares. Years after I first detected it, even my incompetent colleagues started to confirm what I had told them. It was only then that the rescue project came into being. So the rescue project was the one called Kalan, but the Infinite Skies was the project, the space project, right? I may have this wrong in my head, but I do know that both failed miserably. Needless to say, it's very, very interesting to know what the hell happened. Hastily written report. The doctor identified seems to have received a great deal of money from Infinite Skies to build... Well, that I don't know. That is the question. I don't know what I have found here, but I know I have found something. The program that is bringing people here selecting candidates. The machine the doctor is building, it doesn't add up. There's a front, but for what? There are guards everywhere here, and I think someone is following me from home. I had to lose a tail yesterday. I'm going to duplicate my notes in case something happens. Did we find a duplicate note of this one? So, this person used to work here apparently. But he wasn't anyone, you know, important. I don't think we found any skeletons down here. So does that mean that every human being who worked in the bunker turned into a mutant? Or, you know, the couple of mutants we found inside the, under the hatch were workers for the project, for Kalan project? This is wild. I brought you the, what is it called? The recoiler thingy. You better make it fly.
I found a replacement reactor coil for the Raider.
Hey, yeah, that'll do it. That is a miracle right there. Right, I'll get to work and install it now.
Another flashback? Show me my favorite Roomba. Oh.
Some of them have taken to wearing the clothing of the free people. Why did they turn against the directive?
Their unit was cut off from their Elex rations. They developed emotions.
They grew weak. Once their Elex rations were restored, they should have seen the truth of that. Instead, they killed their own kind and ran. I want to know if they had help in escaping.
Whatever the cause, this isn't isolated. Several groups of separatists have broken from our ranks recently.
Separatists? You mean traitors. Do you think someone could be deliberately tampering with the Elex rations? We should send word to all units. Any signs of emotion must be reported immediately. We will remain vigilant to the enemy within, as well as without.
So speaks a true Alb. I am proud of you both. Your strength, your commitment to the cause, they are known throughout Zakor.
We will bring you only honor, Father. The directive stands above all.
Duty and honor stand above all. Without them, we are nothing.
Calculating aesthetic levels. Aesthetic reward levels are high in this area.
There is one thing that's worrying me about the raid.
What the fuck, Crony?
Well, No, I'll tell you when I'm sure. I need some more time to check it over, all right? There's so much to fix around.
Can I go meet my father? Is that possible? We did hear that he's in Abessa. He's dealing with the Separatists, so he has to be where Sestak is? Ulbricht's big offensive. Let's check this out real quick before we wrap up. The meeting with my father might take way too long.
I have nothing more. Go out.
Yeah, okay, but... Oh. Now this is an area I've never ever visited. I've never seen Ulbricht in my life for as long as I've been playing this game. Hey!
Yes, the newcomer. Now, there is a face that shows the world as it is. Conflict, friendship, betrayal, and trust. Let me get a look at you. Whatever you have seen, you are free of it now. You've reached us here. An owl drone. An interesting piece of salvage. It appears to be in need of an overhaul. Or replacement.
Thank you for your offer. I'll think about it.
You should. You have carried your own burden and that of others for too long. Here you will find others to share that load. Tell me what you want.
The clerics say that they are leading the fight against the Alps. But do you really expect you can beat them with the forces you have here in the Horde?
Faith is a weapon that can achieve much. I believe in Kalan. I believe in the technology he's given us, and in the men and women who carry it. We clerics were the first of the factions to rise after the ashes of the Comet, and while other alliances have come and gone, we have prevailed. So, we shall continue to do so, if it is Kalan's will that we should do so. But, if you ask me if we can hold out against the Berserkers, the Outlaws, and the Albs, then I would ask whose interest would the destruction of the Horde serve? And the answer can only be the Albs. You've seen them. The converters they build on our lands. The will of Kalan shall be made real. We will drive them from the converter in the north and from the lands of all the free people. The clerics shall prevail, and I hope that other factions can realize this in time to save themselves.
You need to find someone to unite the factions.
We must work together if we are to survive. But we must work together with Kalan to lead us all. We must find a way to persuade the other factions to agree to work with us. Then together we can destroy the Albs. I need an ambassador for this task. Someone who can take my proposals to the other factions, but to know if you are suitable for this role, I must know who you are. And I need an honest answer.
I don't know who I am now, but I was Jax, an Alp commander.
And you walk in here and confess that? Since when do Albs come to talk? Are you lying? Or are you here to kill me? Draw your weapon here, and this cathedral will be a grave to both of us.
I'm not here to kill you. I was Jax. Now, I'm trying to find out who I am.
Then, you have renounced the hybrid and joined the Free People?
I am free from Elex. I'm exiled from the Ice Palace. I was betrayed, and now I'm being hunted by my own people.
So you are here seeking protection? To save your own skin? Or have you really escaped the Elex and seen the life there is outside Zekor? Commander Jax, the Alb, standing here. That is not something I would have believed. Yet, here you stand.
I was a wanderer. Now, I seek a cause.
Well, whoever you were shouldn't matter. The present counts for all, and yesterday for little. Kalan says the past is there to teach us, not judge us. Renounce your past, and you can come to Kalan in wisdom. That will take courage. And in these bleak days, courage is vital if we are to save this world. But you must have questions. Ask, and may Kalan bring you enlightenment.
Are the Albs still attacking the Hort?
It has been some time since their last major assault. But I'm sure you know that already, Commander Jax. But the attacks we suffered took too many brave souls. Souls who would have been better improving Magalan than lining graves. The death of Judicator Johann was a particular shock. But for the price that was paid, there was one exacted, and the Albs haven't attacked us in such strength again. Well, that is my hope. They could simply be massing for a bigger assault. We've had time to retrain, regroup, but it is hardly a secret that we are short of personnel. So, if you are here working for the Albs, you'll see nothing that's not known already. And we know that the Albs have used the time to entrench themselves deeper at that damned converter of theirs. Perhaps securing that was the extent of their plans, or perhaps they're just waiting for us to attack it before they strike again.
What do you know about the Alb forces? The most recent information I had is that Commander Yurik has 3 garrisons supported by fighting machines and colossi.
Then I can only hope they haven't brought up any more reinforcements.
Will you wait for an Alb attack or strike first?
The converter has to be taken out of operation. It is the only way to free Ignadon, and the longer they sit there, the more time they have to prepare. We need to attack the converter, but it will take a major offensive, and that will cost us in lives and material.
Why have you waited so long to attack? Surely they get stronger while you're waiting.
The answer to that should be obvious when you walk around the Hort. While our production lines have made up for our losses in fighting machines, they can't do the same with people. And the death of Judicator Johann has left us with another issue. The shortage of a commander with real field experience.
What about you? Can you lead the attack?
No. That is far from my skill set. Logistics, defense, and interpreting Kalan's commandments are where my strengths lie. We need someone like you. An experienced commander. Someone who understands the Albs. What about you? You've seen the world. You must understand something of the Albs. Will you fight with us? Soldier or commander, we need people who've seen the world.
I don't know. My memories of those times are only fragments. Though I'm sure I was betrayed so someone could take my place.
No? Well, humility is an important trait in a leader. Or do you have another reason for not wanting to be considered?
If that is so important, why entrust it to someone who has just walked in through your doors? Do you always trust people so easily?
I trust my faith. And there is something about you that tells me you have a part to play in all that will come. Faith will show me the way. But perhaps you are intended for a different role. Will you go out as an ambassador to the free people? Speak to those who lead the other factions. Find me someone with experience. Someone independent. Someone who can lead. That in itself will give you a hand in shaping all our futures.
I will find you your experienced commander.
Good. Then go out to the other free people. This commander will be a symbol of the need for us all to work together. Be they separatist, berserker, or outlaw. Find someone with experience of leading troops in battle. Someone willing to risk themselves to stop the Albs. Someone willing to lead from the front by example.
You sound like you really believe we will find someone out there.
Faith and necessity sometimes breed hope. You should ask the leaders of the other factions if they will take on this role. If they decline, try their commanders. May Kalan and good fortune be with you.
This is going to be fun. In the meantime, let's take a break and wrap it up for the day, and I will see you all in the next episode of Elex. Until then, have fun, take care of yourselves, and do not forget, keep on gaming. I will see you all next time.